Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's get it. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we have a very special video for you guys because we're going to be talking about my 2-year ownership with this particular Lexus IS250. So it's going to be exactly 2 years on July 4th when you guys are watching this video, or whenever you guys watch this video, because I'm recording this a few days beforehand. And I would just like to say happy 4th of July to you guys. Make sure you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys aren't out because of COVID, obviously, but if you guys are out, make sure you guys are social distancing and make sure you guys are wearing your mask. If you guys are driving, make sure you guys aren't drunk driving, because be responsible. But aside from all of that, I just want to tell you guys my experiences, my thoughts, and overall what I love about the car, what I hate about the car on my particular 2IS. So before I get into any stories, into anything, I just want to give you guys a background on how I found this car. So it was about 2 years ago, and I was actually in the market for a Subaru BRZ, a Honda S2000, and this one, a Lexus IS250. Found an S2000, definitely out of my range. Found a BRZ, couldn't afford the monthly payment, so definitely out of my range. And I came along this one. It was on Auto Trader, and I found it at a local Lexus dealer, and I got it for a good deal, so I had to jump on it. And I would have to say that that has been one of my best decisions I have made in my young life, I would like to say. So previously, before buying this car, I drove a Honda Prelude, a STI swap turbo Subaru Legacy GT, and a Lexus IS300. So pretty much all over the realm, like from super fast to super fast run turns to not really super fast and just take you from point A to point B. And this one was kind of like in that, kind of get you from point A to point B, but you'll look good going from point A to point B, you know what I'm saying? So after I bought the car, out of the gate, I didn't really need to do much maintenance. The car was in pretty good condition when I bought it, so I didn't really have to do with all those like bad axles, bad joints, you know, oil change, all that stuff. I pretty much did all of the basic maintenance myself. So all of the oil changes, the brake pad change, and the rotor change in the front, because they were super squeaky. So I definitely took care of that one. So if you guys are looking for one in the future, definitely keep on top of your maintenance. And if you do that, the car will pretty much take care of you if you take care of it. So outside of the maintenance in the first year, I didn't really do much to it. It was really just lowering it on some coilovers, some teen coilovers, and really just removing the muffler, which honestly was nothing too crazy. And then I added the front lip, which stayed on there for a while before I even painted it. It was polyurethane for, I want to say, maybe even like half the year. So I was running around with the gray in the bumper and the whole car, and then the front lip was really just polyurethane, which looking back on it, looks pretty disgusting. But at the time I was like, man, like that looks pretty sick, you know, like mismatched car paint to the front lip. But you know, people change, and you're like, damn, good thing I changed it, because now it looks 100 times better. And what the hell was I thinking before? So that was pretty much year one. Like I didn't really do much to it. It was really just my get from point A to point B, go to school, go to work, pretty much your typical like go-getter kind of thing. And then year two came around, and I was like, man, like this car has so much potential, and I'm not doing anything with it. So I went on some forums, went into what are some popular mods, and there definitely are a couple popular ones out there, and there definitely is a community for that if you guys are looking for one. Before buying this car, I didn't know how big the Lexus community was. I didn't know if they were like the Subaru gang, where like you're into vaping and like you're the vape boys and all that stuff, you get boba and all that stuff, or you like the Honda gang and, you know, like those typical like car communities and all that stuff. But I would like to say that Lexus is a very overlooked car community. Like everyone in there is super helpful, everyone is super nice. If you join Facebook pages, if you go on the forums, everyone is pretty much super helpful when it comes to anything. So if you do end up getting one and you do have questions about it, don't be shy to post about it. You will get obviously one of those, the occasional douchebags like, oh yeah, why are you even posting this, bro? Like this is a dumb question. Like, are you dumb, dude? Like, do you even know about cars? You'll get those every group has them. There's no avoiding it. But overall, for the most part, from what I've seen in the 2 years of owning this car, is that everyone is super nice. And everyone is pretty much just in the same boat as you are. Everyone's just trying to mod their cars. Everyone's just trying to keep it in pristine condition because these are actually well known for their reliability. So don't be afraid to ask any questions. Don't be shy, and people will definitely help out. So obviously I talked about the mods in year 1. Year 2 was a little different. It was a little bumpy. So year 2 involved me changing the belt in the engine. It was very squeaky. If you go next to a wall, you start in the garage, or even like you're next to like a divider in the street, you can definitely hear the noise of the belt bouncing off from like the car next to you, or even like the divider. So I definitely had to change that, which I think are pretty common in these Lexuses. Plus you should change your belt anyway. So I got that replaced, and one thing I did run into was that my freaking rear view mirror, like it fell one day, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, did someone come in my car and just like scrape off the freaking adhesive from the rear view mirror? I was like, dude, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, can I run with no rear view mirror? So I ended up trying it myself. That didn't work, and I took it to a local shop and they took care of it. If you do have one, be careful. I don't know how common it is in these cars. Don't try it yourself like I did. It's just a waste of money and just a waste of time. Another issue I ran into in year 2 was the freaking side mirror got all floppy on me. I was trying to replace the underlight in the side mirror, and when I was taking off the housing, I don't know what happened, but my side mirror just got all floppy, and I was like, bro, like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, I can't just remove the side mirror because that's pretty important. So I ended up just putting everything back together and using tape for it. I know you can use like the hammer and the mallet method to get it back, but tape is fine. Tape is fine. But other than that, there's not really any major issues with the car. I know there's the carbon buildup, you have a recall for that, and obviously you got like the dash melting, and there's a recall for that. But other than that, these cars are very reliable. So if you are someone who's like a younger person and you don't have the funds to buy an RX-7 or even like one of those like high performance cars, Lexus will take care of you if you take care of it. I don't know how much I can stress this enough, and Lexus is top tier for that. Reliability is great, and the mods when you do it are fantastic. So let's transition from that. Like, the mods in year 2 were definitely a lot more than year 1. So I replaced all of the interior lights, which was a bit of a pain, and I'll get into that later, but all the interior lights are replaced. Replaced the tail lights, added the walled style diffuser and the trunk spoiler. Pretty much about it. So all of the like little cosmetic things to make your car look cool, I pretty much did all of that stuff. And with me having the IS250, you can't push a lot of power out of this motor. So when it comes to modding this car, it's honestly not as easy as if you were to do it on a Honda or a Subaru. And some of you might be like, oh yeah, dude, obviously it's a freaking Lexus, bro. Like, you're paying for high quality, blah, blah, blah. But like, no one expects it to be much harder than like a car's a car, obviously, but you do have those little extra steps that you have to go beyond when installing parts. And I think it's kind of annoying, to be honest, but it's Lexus, you're paying for what you get, and they do certain things for a certain reason. So I can't really complain. But if you end up getting one and you have modded, or you have modded your car and you're like, bro, I feel that, give this video a big thumbs up, because then we're all in the same boat, man. But yeah, mods look super spicy on the car, especially when it's done right. All you really need to do is just lower the car, add some wheels, and definitely some aero, like the front lid, maybe even a trunk spoiler, and maybe a diffuser, and she be looking spicy, and the back will look thick. She be looking thick, you feel me? And you'll have a good looking car that will pretty much last a long time. I know these cars can go for maybe even 300 plus miles. I don't know about 400,000 though. That's a little pushing it, but if you guys do have a 400,000 mile motor on a Lexus, props to you, man, because 400,000 miles it's a lot of damn miles. But overall, man, this is definitely a great car for the price that you're buying it for. And with the new Lexus IS coming out in 2021, you can obviously expect these to go down in price, even with the 3ISs, to be honest. I don't see the 3ISs going up in price anymore. You could probably get like even the earlier generations, 2014, 2015s for a steal. And even the 2ISs, I don't see them going up. Maybe the ISFs might go up, but IS250s, IS350s, I see them going down in price. And one tip is, if you are planning to get an IS, definitely get the IS350. The reason for that is because you do get the bigger brakes and you do get the power difference, which is, I heard, significant compared to the 250. The 250 is cool, like you'll get to where you need to go, but power, man, like you can barely push any power out of this. You can add a tune, obviously, you can add the exhaust, you can add the intake, all that stuff, but it won't add up to that IS350 power. Plus, if you get the IS350, you can mod just a little bit and you can get added power from the 350. So save your money, get the 350, take my advice for it, because the 250 is kind of slow, to be honest. But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in to this video. If you guys agreed with this, some of the stuff I said, and if you guys have a 2IS and you guys kind of feel me on some of the things that I said, give this video a big thumbs up because it does help out a lot. And if you guys do have any stuff that you wanted to touch on that I didn't touch on, give me a comment in the comment section down below. Maybe I missed some things. Maybe you guys can add some of the things, elaborate for some of the peoples who are looking for a 2IS, who don't really know. Yeah, let them know in the comment section down below, man. And lastly, happy 4th of July. Hope you guys are staying safe. Make sure you guys are wearing your mask, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. One thing, if you guys did stay this long in the video, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram or anything like that, there is gonna be a big change to the car. It is pictured somewhere in the frame with the car. So if you guys wanna take a guess on what it is, and you want to let me know in the comment section down below what you think it is a very big piece, and it will change the look of the car so much. It's a very popular mod. I'll give you guys that hint.